Hey, and we are live.
Are we?
I think we are live. A lot of questions going on behind the scenes, but we are officially live with our 64th installment of Nansen Office Hours. We are live. GM, and thank you for joining us today. Drop your GMs in the chat, please. If you're expecting Alex, I hope you aren't disappointed. I'm John. I'm the head of product at Nansen, aka the WAGMI shipper. And yeah, I'm filling in for Alex today, who's at the AVAX Summit this week. It looks like they're having a great time there in Barcelona, and definitely some FOMO on our side. But we're very excited. We have two special guests here today from Nansen, and we also have some exciting news to share. Excuse me 1 second. So if you're new to office hours, every Wednesday, we do a Nansen and chill session. This week, we're making an exception and doing it on a Thursday, actually. That gives us an extra day that we've baked some goodies for you. And as usual, we'll cover Nansen new features. We'll answer some questions, and we'll reveal the occasional alpha leak. Today, like I said, we have two special guests from the Nansen build team with some special news to share. But you must wait for it. So please wait for those and put your questions in the chat as you have them. I promise it'll be worth the wait. So first, let's start with some intros. Max, do you mind introducing yourself to the audience?
Yeah. Hello, Diego, nice to see you. John, nice to see you as always. So I'm Max, product owner on Core Product. I joined Nansen back in October of last year. It's been a wild ride since. And since then, I've been working with our really talented Core team. Shout out to anyone from Core who's watching. And in Core, we focus on delivering new product features, enhancing current product features, and this can span from entirely new dashboards and widgets to new component features that make using Nansen easier and just more intuitive.
Cool. Awesome. And thanks for joining. And how about Diego? Can you introduce yourself to listeners and share what you do at Nansen?
Yeah, definitely. My name is Diego. I'm on the attributions team. I lead a sub team there. It's a tactical team. And we're focused on researching and manually labeling addresses on all the supported chains that we have right now. We have about 5 people on our team and about 30 scouts who are about like an extension of the team. I can dive into the scouts now if you think it's a good time. Yeah. So the scouts program is a program at Nansen that lets us leverage existing apes, degens, crypto curious people that are in the space and want to help us label. So if you're part of the Scouts program, you get to learn how to research different block explorers, understanding on-chain and off-chain evidence to support your findings. And you probably get occasional alpha leak in our small Discord community. So it's a pretty good group we have right now. And then, as a scout, you'll get Nansen VIP for free, which is pretty good offering. And then you also get the opportunity to get up to $2,000 USDC paid out monthly based on your contributions and how valuable they are to Nansen. So yeah, that's the program in a nutshell. If you're interested in joining, I could drop a link actually in the chat. That helps.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I'll do that now.
And I think as we get into it and we talk more about labels and what the Scouts program does, I mean, I don't think Nansen wouldn't be the product that it is without labels. So I have to say thank you to all the efforts that the attribution team does and the Scouts team does. And we were talking about like if Nansen we didn't have the labels that we have, you couldn't surface the signal that we generate right now. So really appreciate the efforts that you guys have that you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I tried to drop the link. I can't add it though, for some reason, if you guys want to drop it.
Cool.
Right in the live chat as we do it.
Sorry, yeah, new crew, so we're all figuring this out together. So bear with us a little bit, but it's all gonna be good. And yeah, I guess with that, I think now we should break the news. So I think Max, why don't you take it from here and let's have the drum roll going.
Yeah, for sure. The F word. a 4-letter word you're not allowed to say, at least in product. All right, so let's try by sharing my screen. I'm gonna do that right now. Boom, boom, boom. All right, you should be able to see this. I'm pretty sure. Do a quick little check on the live stream.
Yep.
Yeah, looks like we can see it. Cool.
And we'll keep looking at comments, so you just keep showing what we got.
For sure. I do think it's funny. Just want to point this out before it skips my mind. John, it's like only half your head. You got the Pac-Man style kind of going. It's funny. Show that beautiful face. All right. So yeah, the F word, right? You might see a little difference, a slight variation on our landing page. What we have now is the ability to sign up for free, right? So Nansen Lite is what we're calling it. And it basically gives access to anyone who wants to explore Nansen, almost navigate around the entire platform for free. All you have to do is sign up with your email. Just create an account really quickly with your email. Click on the link, go straight to our sign up page. And all you have to do is enter your email address, agree to the T's and C's, sign your life away, receive some marketing emails, and then sign up. I'm not going to do this right now because I already have one created, but you can get there in as little as 4 to 5 clicks. So pretty easy. Allows everyone to start checking out Nansen and getting some alpha. Yeah. So let's go to sign in.
So then, what can you see with this?
Hold your horses. We'll explore it together.
Yeah, I'm always curious because I'm stuck in the labeling world, so don't get to see as much of what's going on over here.
Yeah, big reveal.
For sure.
Right here. This is the screen.
So right here, you're instantly taken to a home screen. Here we have basically a bunch of opportunities to surface alpha right away for some of the items you might be really interested in, right? So on the left, we have hot DeFi contracts. In the middle, we have our hot tokens. And on the far left, we have our hot NFTs for all you NFT degens out there. And then below, we surface some curated news in our GM digest. So right here, you can start instantly looking at different items coming in, kind of seeing what's hot in the market right now on chain, across various chains, right? At Nansen, we support a couple different ones. You can always check that out with the networker icon, and you can see the hottest ones popping up right here. So we see a little bit of Phantom in there, got a lot of Ethereum, and then a little Avalanche and BSC.
Max, we're just getting some comments that we need to blow up the screen a bit. So maybe
yeah, for sure.
In a bit. But yeah.
And then, so this GM Digest, it's a pretty cool feature. Shout out to Phil, who's on the attributions team, for helping lead the curation on this. Just gives you all the news and like blog posts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sweet feature. I think I could see this going like a lot further to help like people surface more information, make it more prominent.
I use GM Digest every day, and it's like it is the best news curated out there, in my opinion. Some of the articles that are in there, it's not only articles, it's tweets, it's people that are prominently in the industry. Like there's been YouTube videos shared there.
Yeah,
Topics YouTube videos are in there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I would definitely check it out.
Yeah, I love the variety of content that we have, and it's just like a great place to sign into Nansen and then just go there, check out a couple of the news articles that catch your eye, and kind of start your morning.
You think in the future you could probably start to categorize this stuff into blog posts, videos, or like different types of media or information. Makes it easier to look at and digest.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, this is our area for news, but the alpha is really up top, right? Like this is something that I think everyone should know. Like this is what Nansen's all about, is discovery and showing potentially hot things that you might be interested in or that's going on in the world of blockchain across our chains that are supported too, which is kind of amazing. So it's not just Ethereum, this is now Phantom, Polygon, Avalanche. Here's the smart money participants in those pools. These are DeFi contracts here that we're looking at, but it could be hot tokens, hot NFTs, or hot DeFi contracts. And this is what's amazing about this view.
Yeah, even just hovering over it, I'm starting to see, some things start to poke up, which make me want to start diving deeper. But we'll save that for a bit, right? You kind of see it a little sprinkled everywhere. What's this guy over here, an STG? Interesting. Another kind of feature I want to hit on real quick with the free tier or Nansen Lite is the ability to really navigate throughout our platform and see what we do have to offer, right? So in our previous version of public dashboards, you really only got to see what public dashboards we had to offer. But now you can expand everything and you can see all the different discovery dashboards we have, the diligence dashboards, our defense dashboard, NFT dashboards that we're constantly pumping out new content for, and the various projects and multi-chain dashboards that we have as well. You also get a couple additional features as a Lite user, which comes in the form of Watchlists. So we're kind of going into the Watchlist area, and we want to bring that feature to our Lite users, to all Nansen users. So we've kind of enabled the feature to allow for watchlisting NFTs. So if you want to kind of watchlist Mutant Ape Yacht Club, Lucky Ducky is one I've got my eye on, or CryptoPunks or some other stuff, you can really easily. And then you just go to your watch list and you're able to see those pop up. Looks like it's got a little load in there in just a minute. Maybe we'll give it a quick refresh. There we go. You see it all pop up. And I had one from earlier that I was looking at, which is Trippy Toads. So now I can have my watch list right here. We only give 5 out for Lite, but we might be expanding that soon. Who knows? And you can kind of see a high-level overview of what's happening with your watch listed items.
This is super cool. And like, I mean, this is the power of Nansen now for free. So like, it's just so cool that we've been able to do this. You're going to hit some paywalls if you do use this. I know like you could go pretty far, and like the right click is actually amazing to me. Like you can right click on anything and go to like the website or go to the marketplace. Like if you wanted to go to Azuki and like go to OpenSeas, it'll let you go there. And like the website's super powerful with this stuff.
To OpenSea, yeah. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go to NFT God mode, you can. Right now, unfortunately, it's not released for the Lite mode, but you do see all the different items that we have under NFT God mode, so the different tabs and the different widgets that we would show. And if you do decide to upgrade, it's piquing your interest, easily click on upgrade, go to switch plans, and you can do kind of whatever fits your budget, right? If you just want to try, dip your toe in, sign up for a trial. If you want to go right into a monthly plan on the standard plan, right there, Nansen VIP is a click away. And if you want to join the watch list for alpha, that's easy as well.
Hey, I think we have a question here. Can you plug in a specific address and set up smart alerts on the Lite or only on the full version?
So you can only do that. You can only set up smart alerts right now in the paid versions, so standard and above.
Okay, yeah, this guy wants to copy trade VC GigaBrains. Me too.
But I mean, maybe we can go into that with like smart money is essentially, I mean, there are funds within smart money, but when we look at the hot DeFi contract column and you hover over that, this is really a curated list of, here's the smart money depositors in that contract for that given day. Mm-hmm. So you're kind of getting that. I mean, maybe if we want to explain, like Diego, do you want to explain what smart money, how that label is produced, and what does that actually mean?
So smart money is just a segment of traders that we have tagged up really in like the top percentile of the type of trading that they're doing. So we have, smart NFT minters, holders, flippers. We also have a smart LP and other various smart tags. Generally funds tend to be the smart money. Mm. So we work tirelessly to make the segments very like value providing, like you are looking at the top tier traders. and also constantly trying to find more funds and like big names out there that are moving the market, so you can track their wallets as well.
Yeah. But this is stuff where, like, if you have, I think that number is like 18 or something like that. If there's 18 smart money depositors in something,
that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's really good signal. That's something you might want to take a look at it. It's not always the case, but 18 is a lot, I would say.
10.
Oh, sorry.
10. Either way, 10 is still a lot.
Yeah, it's still a lot. Surfacing a signal makes you want to kind of go down the rabbit hole. And what is this?
Right.
Yeah.
So anything else on freemium that we want to talk about, Max?
I think that really covers it on freemium. Right now, I would say, highly recommend if you're, kind of on the fence about joining Nansen. This is a great introductory into Nansen. Allows you to still gain some alpha for free 99, which is always a great price, and allows you to get an understanding if you want to upgrade to that next level. And you'll constantly see, like with our team, if you are a Nansen user currently, you see we're constantly pushing out new features, new updates, big and small. So that will obviously start to trickle down and come into our other plans and our new plan, the Lite plan. So
yeah, I remember before I joined Nansen, I saw the platform, but I remember just like wishing I could join. I was like, I don't think I want to part with my money just yet. I think I'm doing okay, but this would make it a lot easier to understand what you guys are actually providing. Like, it seems like a good first step.
I mean, yeah, I think there's other the dashboards that we have here too are like amazing. So not only do you get the home screen, but like the stablecoin master is available. I believe ETH tracker is available, and gas tracker is another one that's just an amazing tool in my opinion. So sometimes when I've showed this and people are like, this is a lot that you're offering already in this product, and like it's scratching the surface of what Nansen actually offers. So I mean, we can go into the actual like a paid plan, but if you, again, for free 99, you might as well try this out for sure. But then hopefully you see what we offer and then want to do more. One of the things that I love to sort on with gas consumer accounts is that 1 hour view. So if you change to like this, just always has like something good popping up, which I love. Like it's just an amazing tool to see what actually is going on in the Ethereum ecosystem. That is so that's Ethereum. You can also flip over to Polygon and see gas consumer accounts here as well.
Exactly. The highest in the
awesome
hour for that. DeFi YN.
Yeah.
Not familiar with that, but interesting.
Yeah. It's exciting. Congrats, guys. It's a big step.
It's huge. Yeah. So do we want to log into the a regular account? Maybe we could just play around with VIP access. We'll step up from free to VIP magically.
Quick check.
And we'll check out some stuff. Cool. And you'll notice, I mean, I guess the dashboard changes a little bit here with the home screen, and there's a little bit more available to a paid user, but still you get the same kind of feel and same tools here, including GM Digest all the way at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. You have a couple other ones. Some of my personal favorites from the home screen are like just smart money token inflows and outflows. I love looking at this and just seeing where the money's flowing in and out of, and then kind of going a little deeper from there.
Right.
Cool. Yeah. So I feel like we should look at hot contracts and
let's like hot contracts.
Start diving in.
Let's do it.
See what we got.
So one that was just constantly popping up to me, and you can start to see it here, but I kind of want to show it like really pop on with other screens. We see Stargate here. Pool. But look how prominent it was. I just want to show this real quick. think it was on the multi-chain hot contract.
I think
It might have changed since
No,
yesterday.
the
But
crypto market moves too fast, huh?
maybe
but yes, Stargate. Stargate. If you don't know what Stargate is, it's like a new bridging protocol, so you can move funds between different chains instantly. So instead of like the old locking, minting, and burning, you can just do this all in like a single transaction. So it's really hyped up. A lot of crypto Twitter people, influencers are behind it, or not behind it, but have bags. And I think Alameda just tweeted recently that they bought the entire auction. There was like an auction that was bought up completely by 2 addresses, I think. And I think it was them. They said they bought all the tokens. So
Should we fact check that?
and
Yeah,
there's no and they're not selling for 3 years. So
yeah.
but
Let's bring up token God mode. Let's take a
yeah.
closer look. Let's see if we can see that. And there might be changes coming to the friendly token God mode that we all know and love, but we want to make this even cleaner and easier to get the signal from this dashboard. So little alpha leak, but we're working on something pretty good as a V2 for token God mode.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's see if we could see, were there any large transactions in the past day, I guess would be? Because you were saying Alameda, do they show up here?
Yeah, it was a tweet.
It's done the top transactions in the last 7 days.
Maybe scroll around. Alameda. Maybe our label has not gone through yet. There's some smarter LP.
I see they staked. Did you filter on Alameda for the top transactions? I see that they staked something in Curve 5.
No, I did not.
All right.
But I can. From
Alameda.
This is one that always escapes me, and I never know if I'm not.
Yeah, I think you spelled it wrong.
Yeah, I know. Is it
there's no second, there's no first, or sorry, second A. Yeah, there you go. Should see something. Yep.
We got one.
Yeah.
From Alameda into the SDG USDC factory.
Curve, yeah.
Right. So I mean,
That's like,
look how new that is. Less than 3 days ago.
but what is it at, like what, $3? So that's $300,000 just about. So
oh wow,
it's a good amount.
it's at $3 now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think the bonding was
Or
80-ish cents, or like it went up through to 80.
yeah. DeFi summer part 2.
But yeah, not financial advice or anything here. Do your own research. But it does seem to be like a very notable project that they're claiming they solve the bridging trilemma, and a lot of people are supporting it. So it seems like something worthwhile looking into.
Yeah,
okay. I was going to say, I think it's early days in this too, because it looks like they're only doing stable coins right now. So it's just USDC really, which was really strange that USDT and USDC.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll be adding more coins, and
so you can stake your stable coins you get LP tokens, and you stake those, and you don't suffer impermanent loss, and the APYs are around 20% on pretty much every single chain. It's pretty nice, I would say. You don't really see that too often.
It's good. It's a good growth hack to just start with stable coins and like get in there just to say, hey, we're going to give you a solid return here. Because others, I mean, you need to somehow do a pair or pool your tokens and then stake to earn yield. This is it's a different way to go about the project, but I think they did a good job. I think they're at over 2 billion right now.
Oh yeah, we're
That's
just north of 2 billion. That's crazy.
That's their market cap, but also the staked amount, which we can like how much is held across all of their contracts. I think total value locked is at like 2 billion, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
We can look at specific, like you can look at the Polygon one or the Ethereum one, and you could probably see like exactly how much USDC they have. So that could be a cool thing to do.
Yeah, and I think the pools, the staking pools that you use, they pay out an STG.
Yeah.
So probably some sell pressure on the token itself, but I think people are still greedy enough and think the market cap's still low enough for it to continue. But we'll see, I guess. The project's not very old.
No, I mean, that's
less than a week.
Yeah, like a few days ago, it just came up on our hot contract. So like all of these STG pools. So it was a big effort on our part to get these pools tagged up.
so
Yeah, it's awesome to see how like fast you guys work too, right? Just how fast our labeling kind of.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's gotten a lot better. It's been a lot of improvements because when I started, it was just me and like a few other people and some scouts. But now we've really scaled it up to be more of a beast effort, and the scouts are a huge help in getting all this thing together.
Yeah,
it really helps with the population of the hot contracts. So that you as a user, you come in and you just know what's going on versus having to figure it out on your own. So we do all the upfront research for you and try to make it understandable.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Can we go into like the STG token there, and let's click in and like see, like this is actually putting this to practice and like see who's owning this. So let's go into STG token, right there, and actually like, I guess this will go to wallet profiler. Maybe we need to go to who is
Token God.
Probably it would be wallet profiler for token, but it would be that actual
on this one.
Yeah, on this. Yeah. Right, exactly.
Yeah, so just grab the contract and then
STG. Well, I guess this is going to be both of those, so that might not be.
Well, the contract can hold the token.
Yeah.
So here you're trying to find
the top stakers, I guess, in this, right, would be, or this is just the deployer, so this isn't going to help. Yeah. So they're giving, we can go to the actual USDC, like the pool. That's probably what we want to get, is the USDC pool and who's getting STG, right? And like who are the biggest beneficiaries of this. That's probably what we want to look at.
Yes, you could probably either find that in the hot contracts, or my guess is in the counterparties for the token as well.
Yeah, let's go to maybe this one.
This probably has the biggest liquidity.
There we go. That's what we're looking for right there. Right. Well, no, sorry. This is CurveFi though, because there's the actual like pool.
Oh, the actual Stargate one.
Yeah, Stargate USDC pool is what we want, I think. But I don't know how we find that.
So try filtering here.
Yeah.
For STG or Stargate. Yeah.
See if it's just STG maybe.
Because if it's a USDC pool, do Stargate instead, because these will pull up where the token is STG, not USDC.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I think it was all yesterday, unfortunately, and now it's not showing up, which, let's roll with the punches. But yeah, I think maybe, if we back up and see if there's anything else that we can find from this, like who is actually involved here, I think that would be kind of nice. Or maybe like,
can we see who's in the pool?
Top depositor for that would be good.
So while you look for that, I have another question in here. Is it possible for the Scouts to transition to full-time research positions on Nansen? It is possible. It has happened. We are always hiring, but it's not like there's a direct pipeline. But I think the Scouts is a great way to get introduced to Nansen, kind of start working with people here and just try your shot at getting into crypto. It's a great experience, and even if you don't work with Nansen, it's always like a good piece of experience that you can brag about or use later.
So this is pretty good. So this is kind of what I was thinking about, like, okay, and we need to get easier in terms of like finding information like this, but here are all the participants that have staked STG or put STG into the CurveFi pool, which is, so long-term, they're thinking pretty bullishly on this, but we can either filter on smart money labels, which would be kind of interesting, or we could just go into this blur .eth guy and see what he's done with his STG or something like that. You can do wallet pair profiler. Wallet profile for token is probably a good one.
Yeah.
On that.
This was, I wonder what right block on OpenSea is. I don't know. If I know, Diego, does this mean anything to you? Right block on OpenSea?
No, not off the jump, but it would be something I'd investigate. I'd investigate in Kirby on. It sounds like someone at CoinGecko maybe, or no, it's Bobby Ong.
But yeah, let's go into the smart money, see what they're doing. They got a bigger bag than Kirby too, so.
Yeah, check the smart money blur.
Whoa there.
Well, so that's probably because they put it into Curve, right? But yeah, maybe let's go back a page, and it looks like they're just getting.
That's interesting, right? You can kind of follow the transactions, right?
There you go. LP staking.
Yeah, they got the token, put some into staking, put a bunch over to the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they converted to USDC and then
yeah,
let's staking it.
Someone's asking the high gas consumer that deposited 50 million. If you go back to that, that's a good one. Like, let's just go back one page, and maybe we can explain like, what does that mean, high gas consumer? And like, maybe if we click on them, that's a label that we're putting on this individual, which is kind of cool. So maybe we just bring up the labels for this.
Yeah, see the labels. Yeah, high gas consumer is someone just spending a lot of gas. Not sure why, but it can be a signal. It's something of importance.
Yeah,
you see they're active on many chains, and not too much EIP 1559 user. It's not. Sometimes people think that's alpha-ish, but I don't. It's a bit more just like a regular label. I would always like to see even like someone who's active on all these chains. Someone who's like a new label could be cool. Would be like a multi-chain person or something.
Yeah, kind of like grouping everything. As we see that they're active on.
Like you're active on 4 chains, 4+ chains. Like now you're a multi-chain user or something.
Chain God.
A new heuristic label, something like that. Chain God.
It's this is a new wallet though. So like if you go back to activity, they just this is just brand new.
They just started.
They just started, got STG, and then they dumped 50 million of them.
Just moving it around, right? I mean,
CurveFi, which is really, really interesting. Yeah, I would go to the counterparties on this, right, and then like see how it got actually funded. So I guess FTX is the incoming ETH came from 100% of it came from FTX. So it was just someone used a
50 mil though. That's a lot.
Off-chain source here, so we can't follow the rabbit hole too much there. But yeah, that's pretty impressive. Like they were just super bullish on this. Went straight from ETH just to STG, and then
that's the trend. A lot of people are super bullish on this project. So yeah, like I said, a lot of CT people.
Right.
See if they're right.
Time will tell. Massive rug.
Yeah, I started staking just a little bit, just to make sure I wasn't going to get rugged. But I think it's been a few days, and now I'm probably more comfortable going a little harder.
Dump the whole bag in. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so I guess Stargate, maybe we've hit the end of the line with Stargate, or do you think we should dig into one more person?
I think there's so much. I mean, there's so much you could go down the rabbit hole with Stargate, just because it is kind of cross chain, right?
Mm-hmm.
And continue looking. But I would like to check out a big one, which was ApeCoin. I don't think we covered that last office hours. I think that'd be an interesting area to go into.
ApeCoin's pretty hot.
Yeah.
So probably worth covering.
Smart money's in there too. Check out the token holdings. See, within the past 24 hours, about 613,000. Let's see if it's noted here too. No.
So it won't show up on these. Yeah, actually it will. Sorry. It's interesting. We always get a question about this, like, why won't it? Sometimes a coin will show up in that top dashboard and it won't show up on the bottom one.
Mm-hmm.
This is token inflows, and the other one's what's it called? Token
holdings.
Yeah. So the ones on the bottom are actually less than a year old. So those tokens they're only new tokens, and that one on the top is actually going to be anything that is like greater than a year. It includes everything in smart money token holdings. So like new and old tokens. The inflows will only be new tokens.
Gotcha. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we've been asked that a couple times. So clarifying there. But yeah, this ApeCoin, yeah, pretty nuts. You held an ape, you're doing pretty well here.
So ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's $14. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think I was looking at the home dashboard on the Lite version, and it was just, hot NFTs, obviously Mutant Ape, Bored Ape, Kennel Club. Tokens were just nothing but ApeCoin stuff, and then the news was everything about ApeCoin too. It was just big glaring ApeCoin in your face moment.
Yeah, I guess let's see who's holding it right now. Top balances, maybe.
Yeah, and there might be a way to do like who, I guess from the NFT side, like if you're a holder. I mean, everyone is claimed at this point, but like, what are they doing with those? Are they selling them? Are they moving them, or what have they done?
Probably see the balances over time on the top holders.
Yeah,
right underneath, and at the bottom, or that graph too. Seems like that's the claim contract. Finance just growing more. These DEX traders are unknowns. Not sure. Seem like they're probably people. Yeah, they're acting very uniformly. It's a bit tricky from the labeling side. The whole tokenomics and like what's going on with the ApeCoin was a bit tricky. They pretty much gave us the token and then 100 treasury wallets, but they were not sure how it all works, like trying to piece that together with the tokenomics. So it's a bit trickier. If you know exactly who's back there, give us a little info. That's what the scouts help us do as well. Why
is there's so many that have a balance of 5 million, right?
Yeah.
So like,
was this because of the airdrops?
So these are probably like the investors, right?
Got it. Okay.
And then for some reason they broke up their treasury into 100 different wallets.
Interesting.
So we'll just continue.
So there's a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So then there's even more. Interesting.
Yeah. It's just the same.
But now you're getting into like real owners, which
this is probably. Yeah, I think stay there, Max, where it was like the real people. Because you're about to hit like
smart money.
We got the Wi-Fi whale.
The wifey whale.
Wifey whale. That's huge, actually. Like, I mean, that activity. Obviously, that is someone who we've seen a number of times.
Yeah, let's see what else there.
Pretty interesting thing. So
I've seen this name before too, journeyclub.eth, quite a couple times.
Yeah, check out the Wifey Whale and Journey Club. See what's going on there.
Not Hot G. I thought that said hot dog. Yeah, let's check out Wifey Whale.
we also have a question in the chat. Do we know if the wallets labeled Binance 14, Binance 15 indicate the wallets are owned by the exchange itself or by users trading on Binance?
So those are Binance wallets, but if a user deposits something, it'll be called a deposit, but those are just Binance wallets.
Right.
Owned by Binance.
Yeah, because you can see like if there was activity where like FTX deposited something into someone's account, someone's ETH wallet, it would say from Binance or FTX into an ETH wallet, whatever that is. But yeah, that's owned by them.
Oh, this is nice. Rich amount of labels, bunch of ENS addresses, smart money, regular smart money, NFT early adopter, a legendary NFT collector.
Pool creator. That's an interesting. I don't see that one that often actually.
So they're probably pretty sophisticated.
Yeah.
You know, this is definitely someone that you would be interested.
And
if you have Wi-Fi too, like that's a very early project. You don't just become a whale in that. So yeah, save it to your watch list.
Just gonna start creeping on Wifey Whale, following his moves or her moves.
You could say so. Maybe we want to see what they've done with the token so far, right?
Yeah, maybe let's do wallet profiler for token for them. But I mean, look at that bag. Just
and Max, you were doing something there that was pretty interesting of putting it into your watch list. But do you mind sharing more about like the watch list functionality and how it was built? Because you were close to that. Obviously, it was your team that was building this. Any things you want to share about that functionality?
About using Watchlist?
Using Watchlist, why it was created, the vision behind it, anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the main motives behind creating the Watchlist is to have like one central area you can go to, view, and understand, the different projects, tokens, contracts that you want to follow in one succinct place. Because I think a lot of the time what happens with Nansen and other tools is you kind of go down the rabbit hole and you start to tab a lot, and then you close those tabs or you go back and you forget what you were looking at. So being able to kind of collect this information and keep it in one central location like a watch list is very powerful and helpful. So as you can see kind of in my watch list, I have different wallets, tokens, and a couple NFTs that I'm just checking out or following at the time. And I like to use this as kind of like a rotating door, right? So I'm probably not following this anymore. I can just remove it and add some more, as I find different NFT projects that I want to add. I really like the wallet function a little bit better, the wallet watch list over token and NFTs. I think I use this a lot more. And it's really just finding different people. You might see some names in here you might know that I like to follow and understand some of their trades and set up smart alerts around them. And then same with, bigger firms, right? So 3 Arrows Capital, AKG Ventures, things like that.
Yeah.
So it would be cool if you could also, and I just thought of this, if you could tag the reason why you're watching something, right? Like a quick note, like, oh, Wifey Whale, that label makes me think that I'm just saving it for Wi-Fi, right? But I really had saved it because of the ape coin.
Right.
So maybe like a quick note, like for me, a personal note, like why I saved something.
That's actually a great idea. Product, if you're listening, but there is like a quick method or workaround, like kind of a hack you could do for that, right? So if we go back here and I want to remove him, I could do, or sorry, not remove him. I could do
call him whatever you want. Right? Okay. Oh, so you can do that.
Follow for the ape coin.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So then you do have the functionalities there.
Functionality is there, yeah, for sure. But it might be like, I think kind of where you're going, or maybe what you might want to have is a whole different column for that, right? Like a specific column.
Mhm.
Or you could totally just like, remove this whole thing and add it whatever you want.
Yeah, I figured it just added the most well-known name.
And we actually have one more question, which I think is really interesting. So from the homepage, can you please show how to search for a particular wallet label? For example, how to search for Wi-Fi whale. So like what we were just saying, like can you actually get to them? I think the answer is right now no, but we do have plans for adding like a search functionality that you would be able to get to something like that. I mean, you could find them through probably Smart Money, since this one's actually just Smart Money itself.
Mhm.
So this is a list of what is Smart Money purchasing for in terms of tokens, what are their transfers and whatnot. So you probably find it this way. But we don't have a way right now to get to that wallet without finding it on one of our Discover dashboards. But I think that's coming soon into the product.
I feel like it kind of is part of the excitement too. It's like part of the fun is like when you find the Wi-Fi whale, then you can save it, and now you can start tracking it. But it's not, there's probably some workarounds, like you said, using Smart Money to potentially find it if you knew that label, if you knew that name. But without that knowledge, it's it would be a little trickier.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah, I know. I think the search functionality, it could be really powerful, and as we get going on a roadmap for Q2, I think that's definitely high on the list that we want to address.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, do we want to look at what they're doing with the ape token?
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, let's check it out.
It's the only reason I watchlisted them is Wi-Fi whale, right?
Are they buying? Seems like it's increasing.
So incoming address is 12, 1 outgoing.
Claiming 942,000. That's a payday.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
You could probably figure out who it is, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, you could kind of backtrack into it knowing this, right? So yeah, they claimed a lot. You can kind of go.
There aren't that many people that have that many apes.
Right. Well, I mean, you could also kind of go to their NFT collection.
Go right there. You see their apes right at the top. Yeah.
Well, you'll see that they have at least 56 of them.
That's insane.
That's a lot of apes. That's nuts. Yeah.
I feel like you could definitely figure out, be a little math in there, but because the amount of tokens, and there are some variables with the back.
Interesting. They're selling them too, which is kind of crazy. But
they sold a lot a while ago.
Yeah,
a while ago,
like a long time ago. It looks like they got a couple and they sold a bunch of them.
That'd be interesting if it was. We need to have like a wallet profiler for NFT token to see like what the kind of over time how much they've had. But yeah, so they minted at the very beginning, which is amazing.
Hold on, that's not really the right one.
That's a different one.
You got some figures there.
Yeah, club. Got it. Okay.
It's got a lot of he's got a lot of serums.
Yeah, so it doesn't. Let's do.
I think it's one word. Yeah. Or not. That can't be right.
I think it's spaced out now.
It's spaced, yeah. That was my fault.
I think it was though, right?
Yeah, it was. I think we fixed it.
Living in the past, John.
Sorry. Yeah. We're just crushing bugs,
Exactly.
But it's interesting. Did they start buying right before the announcement? Because that would be something also to take into account, right? Like maybe they knew, or
doesn't look like it. Oh, maybe 27 days or 52 days ago. What was the first announcement, Diego? Was it like?
I mean, no. People knew about the coin for a while. It was just, when is it happening? They're just saying Q1, I think, but they could have lied or missed deadlines. But
yeah.
So I think anyone had that knowledge, or if they were already bullish on the apes. That's what's crazy. Did they mint these, or did they just buy these?
So it looks like they didn't mint any of them.
Yeah, okay.
So actually, it's probably easier.
Can you go to sort by price? Actually, did you see that one that was?
Yeah, that was nuts. It was like 430.
30.
Oh,
Yeah.
We bought it for 430 around 3 months ago. 7 season, whoever you are, you had a payday, man.
What does that look like? Can we just? I know we've all seen Bored Apes, but
I've never seen the Bored Apes.
you've never seen it before.
Never in my life.
430 is it's pretty good. That specific one.
Ooh, yeah, suits are suited apes.
And then
Desirable.
I mean, look at it's a pretty rare one, right? The suit was 0.4, flip brim was 2.3.
yeah.
It has merch and it's a suit. It's good. It's a good ape.
Do you want to see what our price estimator is for it? Should we show off that functionality?
Yeah.
So this is a VIP only tool, but you can go into Price Estimator, which is kind of amazing, and see what we think it's worth. So that's 430, but what do we get?
267.
Yeah.
Paid.
So maybe he has it.
Oh,
It's like Justin Bieber buying one for 500, a floor ape for 500.
I mean, good on Monkey Well, though, right?
Yeah, who knows? It might come back, right? Or like this is all based on like the traits that are included here, and like here's the floor price, and here's what we think it is above that floor price based on the traits that are in here. So we just don't think that it's like it's
267.
rare, but it's not insanely rare. Yeah,
I love this tool. It's so cool. 188% price premium on the current floor.
right. Yeah, we have some pretty good projects in there too, and we plan on adding more too. So like, I know it's a limited list at the moment.
It's limited, but it's constantly being built out. I think when we first started it, we might have had 2 or 3. Now we're up to what is this, 6 or 7?
Right.
6.
Yeah. So we'll need to chat with the NFT team. Hopefully we can add more too over time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. We got a little bit more time. Maybe check out
4 Bananas Capital.
One thing that I wanted to ask, and I know one thing like people might be interested in, and I know we've covered Scouts a little bit, and when like people when they're asking like, how do I become an employee, or if you're interested in joining Nansen, like what are the skills that you guys use in your day-to-day job? I'm just curious, like, if someone was thinking about Nansen, what would you recommend that they, kind of get up to speed on, and what has helped you guys do well in either learning Nansen or learning, performing in your jobs?
Yeah, so it kind of depends on the role, but in general, it's good to have a knowledge of crypto and like how to use a block explorer and like how to research things. So like experience just using protocols. Just a lot of crypto rewards you for just participating, and that knowledge from the participation definitely carries over to the role. Additionally, like more standard types of knowledge, you might have some SQL work, and that would probably land you like in the research analyst space. But you could, take that a little further and do like data engineering, data science, analyst roles using SQL primarily. So those are definitely good combination of skills. If you have that and the crypto knowledge, definitely would be good for our team.
Yeah, I agree with that. What about you, Max? Same.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of those same skills. I think some skills that help in my particular role as a product owner is kind of the ability to look, maybe a little bit in the future when it comes to like strategy and prioritization, and then also just maintaining like flexibility and the ability to compromise. I think those are like soft skills that might not be looked at a lot, but are pretty helpful in my role.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree with that. But yeah, I'm just curious. And I think SQL is like a massively powerful skill. I always think that people,
especially if you can take it further and start visualizing stuff into questions and dashboards.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the core of what we're seeing here, and what's on Nansen is a lot of dashboards.
Right.
So if you have those skills as well, visualization of data.
Yeah, and if you do have those skills and you're listening, I would highly recommend going to our careers page. I mean, or just reaching out on LinkedIn, Twitter, getting a hold of us. We try to listen and we try to respond when we can.
Do you want to drop a link for that? The careers page.
It's just Nansen.ai. It's
Someone's fast.
Amazing. Okay. Well, I guess on that note, I think that's a wrap for today. We hope you enjoyed the session. If you did, give us the video a thumbs up and share with your friends. Also, a reminder to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any alpha leaks. Thank you all, and see you next week.
Yeah, thanks. See you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.